Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I am Super Nardful, and today we are here to react to Mario vs. Sonic Death Battle. It is the one from, of course, the one and only, wait, let me change my lighting. It is from the one and only ScrewAttack. Now, there has been a reason I haven't reacted to too many of their videos, you know? There have been previous death battles of theirs that have, I've not been the most happy with the final result. Like, they had Shadow lose twice. They had Knuckles lose. And then Tails, the one character I wanted to lose, beats my favorite Mario character, Luigi. Like, I'm not even kidding, I almost broke my laptop seeing that. You can already imagine. But I figured I do like both Mario and Sonic, so hey, why not watch this one? It's Mario vs. Sonic. I don't think I would really... I think I would be pretty indifferent on the result of this one, and it looks like, apparently it was really well done, this one. It's like, you know, 2018 edition. And with Smash Bros. Coming out, it will be interesting to see because Mario and Sonic have been top tier in the most recent Smash game, Smash Bros. 4, and then it's looking like it's going to be the case again for Smash Ultimate as well. So, without wasting any more time, let's get right into this video. And you know, I think yes, I have this hat for a reason. I think I'm gonna have to bet on Mario. I feel like he has a few more tools. I'm kind of going all Smash Bros. He seems like he'll have a few more tools in his box instead of Sonic, because you know Sonic got that nerf where he can't shield cancel anymore. And in general, Mario, you know, of course Sonic has a lot of forms, but Mario also has the stars, and that doesn't have a time limit on it. Okay, so. We'll have to see. Let's go. But for now, I'm betting on Mario. Well, I'm not betting any money, but you know, I'm predicting that it'll be Mario who comes out on top. So let's go.
23andMe, a DNA
all right.
Service that can offer
they got their sponsorship.
Ancestry,
all
health,
right.
wellness, and traits. The 23andMe Health and Ancestry Service includes reports on how your DNA can.
Hey, get your money, ScrewAttack.
Quality, sense of taste, and more.
But we're gonna skip over this. We're gonna skip over this. But yes, get your money. Okay, they got a new intro. Oh, they got the little Starkins.
Their rivalry is legendary. Their fame unmatched.
Oh yeah.
This battle has gone on for nearly
Bro.
3 decades, but today it finally comes to an end.
Comes to an end. No, Smash Ultimate is coming out.
Whimsical Italian.
It's not coming to an end. Smash Ultimate, that's when it's getting started, okay?
Turtle Crusher.
And Sonic the Hedgehog, Sega's specialist of speed.
Time to find out if Sega really does what Nintendo don't.
All right.
For this bout, we'll be using the same rules Deathfellas had for the past 3 years. Most importantly, the original video games will be our primary source for analysis.
Okay, just video games. All right.
Boomstick.
And it's our job to
Wiz and
analyze
Boomstick,
the
what's
weapons,
up?
armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Let's get it.
Plumber, carpenter.
All right, they're starting over Mario.
Mario has worn many hats throughout his life, but he always...
So basically, before the fight actually happens, so the fight is a sprite animation, but before that, they go over each character's abilities in much detail. So right now it's Mario.
does so as a hero.
Except for that time he tortured an animal, but no one really talks about
Game
that.
game theory already covered. Yo, he did do that.
Extraordinary amount of power.
And extra horrible crying fits.
Mario was assuredly destined for greatness.
24.
Then him and his little bro Luigi
362
wound up in
game
New
thing.
Donk
Just
City,
think about
where he
that.
spent
Wow.
his days throwing shit at monkeys and fixing toilets. Not exactly the great heroic destiny I was expecting, but
Wait,
hey,
rapper?
at least his girlfriend was
I mean,
smoking.
I wouldn't.
But everything changed after a chance meeting with Princess
Pauline
Peach
is
Toadstool.
fake.
Her mushroom kingdom.
Okay,
had
no,
been
she's not.
conquered
Peach
by
is worse.
Bowser, the tyrannical king of the Koopas.
Koopas.
And her only hope of rescue lay in...
Yo, when are the Koopalings gonna come back? I'm trying to figure that out. Like in Odyssey, they had those bootleg Koopa bunny people. Like what? It was like what, 5 or 6 of them? Like you might as well have had the Koopalings at that point. They were fake Koopalings. That's pretty much fake Koopalings.
in the hands of the Mario brothers.
And Mario had all the power he needed to take the Turtle Terror down. He's super tough, super quick, and really
Ultra
strong.
jump.
He can jump
Yeah,
several times
yeah.
his own height.
Here's the thing. It depends on what items Mario has at his disposal. If he has all this type of stuff, it's looking like trouble for Sonic, to be honest.
Best takes to bits with his butt and toss Bowser around as if he's a featherweight.
So long.
He's got the
Needless to
super
say,
strength.
the
He
Mushroom
is
King
husky.
was in
Mario's
good
husky
hands.
low-key.
So was the princess. She even gave Mario a piece of her cake. If you know what I'm saying. Get in there, buddy. You deserve it all. Oh, come on. It's an actual cake. That's good too, I guess.
And if his strength doesn't cut it, Mario has plenty of extra weapons and powers on hand.
He can already shatter brick with his bare fists, but when he needs the power to break down the toughest
I don't care about
walls,
Peach.
he busts out the Ultra Hammer. Sounds
We
like a
left
recipe
Peach in
Blue Waddle
2017
would have
in
used
Odyssey.
back in the day. Rest in peace, Captain.
Forged by two master blacksmiths, the Ultra Hammer, combined with Mario's mighty swing, can break through practically any material.
And he's got a ton of awesome power-ups, like that spicy fire flower.
Fire flower,
Actually,
hey.
while Mario used to need this flower, he has since learned how to use pyrokinesis without it.
That's
Well,
true.
the ice flower lets him freeze enemies. The lucky
That's
bell
true. Even in Smash Bros, he's able to use it without, like, you know, the fire costume.
turns him into a kitty cat, and the super mushroom gives him a power boost and increases his size.
True.
I bet the princess likes that one.
With his frog suit, his swimming ability increases dramatically. With the double cherry, he can create clones of himself with no power decrease. With the stopwatch, he can freeze time. With the cape feather or the wing
Freeze
cap,
time?
he can soar to
Ooh,
new
Mario
heights.
got chaos
And with
control.
The Starman or Rainbow Star,
That's right.
he becomes totally invincible for a short time.
And with the
Alright, if Mario has all these items, if he has access to all of them, it's a wrap. Okay. Sorry, Sonic, but you're gonna have to hold the L. And we know you're not clutch, too, so you have that track record as well. So, it's looking like trouble for Sonic so
flower,
far.
he never has to work another day in his life, because he's got an infinite supply of money made of people.
While he can carry several power-ups at once, Mario doesn't always need them to prove his potential.
He's quick enough to maneuver when transformed into a bolt of lightning.
Aw,
and
man.
skilled enough to pilot the Star Diver as it rockets through the atmosphere.
Ooh, I never
He's
seen that.
so
What game is
freaking
that?
deadly, he took an explosion to the face that wrecked an entire castle. And even better, he was standing in the middle of this.
You see how detailed they are? They look at the little stuff and say, oh wow, yeah, that implies they are this amount of strong, if that makes sense. You know what I mean.
Based on a standard tennis court's measurements, we can determine the blast of this fireball covered a radius of over 2,000 feet. To reach this distance, the blast must have had an explosive yield of over 2.4 megatons.
So what you're saying is Mario could totally play tennis with a nuclear warhead for a ball and be totally fine.
Probably. Also, he can throw
Oh,
a
boy.
baseball so fast it overloaded this speed gun, implying
That's
it
right.
launched over 999
They're-
miles per
they're-
hour.
nothing
In
is off
Mario's
limits
cartoon,
for
he
Mario.
hurled a dinosaur out of orbit. Assuming this creature is of
I remember
similar
that.
size,
That was the show.
This feat would require a
I remember
force of
that
over
episode.
135 tons of TNT.
Wait, wait
This
a
is
minute, I
some
thought you
game
said
theory
we're
math
using
right
the
here.
Any official material counts so long as it's supported by the games, otherwise we'd be ignoring a huge majority of the character's history.
Oh my
Take a look at
gosh.
this chain chomp. It's actually made up of solid gold. Gold
Yeah.
is ridiculously heavy. While 1 cubic foot of iron weighs 491 pounds, a cubic foot of gold
So basically,
is over
Mario's husky.
1,200 pounds.
He's got the
Luckily,
guns.
a chain chomp is a perfect
Super
sphere,
strength.
So we can compare it to Mario's height to find that it weighs nearly 6,000
What's Mario's height?
tons.
I don't.
Wait, did he just leave it in
Matt
that
had messed
hole?
that up a bunch of
Cash it in,
times, so.
Mario. That thing's worth $366
Ah.
million.
That's actually correct.
Well, yeah, that guy on TV who always wants my gold told me.
This isn't even Mario's most impressive feat. At one point, he lifted an entire fortress and punted it through the air.
He does the
All
same
right,
thing
well-
in the manga, and it's pretty on par with the strength he's shown against Bowser, who's survived collapsing castles multiple times.
Since this presentation makes the castle's size difficult to determine, we measured the entire interior based on maps from the game. By scaling these measurements to the castle's smaller avatar and conservatively assuming a limestone composition, we've determined the castle must weigh more than 61 million tons.
And he just kicked it away like it was a freaking soccer ball.
Given the distance it was kicked, Mario must have exerted a force of around 3.5 megatons of TNT. Do you realize what this means? Mario's foot is 231 times more powerful than the atomic bomb that dropped on Hiroshima.
Oh
Now
no.
seems like a good time for a beer. Or 12.
No.
Honestly, Mario's absurd strength shouldn't be as surprising as you
Mario.
think. While he's fairly naive and not much of a strategist, he's saved the
That's
Mushroom
true.
Kingdom from Bowser's clawed grip time and time again. And the Koopa King is
Bowser ain't
tough enough to
nothing, though.
survive
He's
with
weak,
deep in the sun, or
to be
even a
honest.
black hole.
Don't underestimate Nintendo's powerful plumber.
Got you. Alright, Mario, basically, he's looking pretty good. He's looking pretty good.
Somewhere
Sonic!
on a strange
All right, let's see what you
alternate version
got.
of Earth, humans coexist with anthropomorphic animals. But this world has been assailed over and over by the vile Dr. Ivo Robotnik, otherwise known as Eggman.
Eggman.
Why the heck does he need such a dumb alias when he's already got a name as cool sounding as Robotnik?
Robotnik,
But hope
yeah.
persisted. Whenever the Eggman hatched a scheme, one did not have to wait long for a certain blue streak to speed by. This was Sonic the
Rolling
Hedgehog.
around at the
He
speed
is the fastest
thing alive. This thing alive.
While Sonic has a superhuman physique overall, speed is his
Okay.
speciality. In fact, superhuman
77
speed
pounds,
is a
3'3",
natural trait for the
15.
anthropomorphic hedgehog,
Bro.
though Sonic's abilities are far superior.
Christmas Island, okay.
Wait a minute, all hedgehogs have super speed? That doesn't make any sense.
No, they
Well,
don't.
Real hedgehogs are also nocturnal, not blue, and when they try to make friends with foxes, they get eaten. So I
No!
don't think Sega cares.
All right then, to stop Eggman from turning all his animal
No!
pals into batteries, Sonic
See-
cranked up that speed and weaponized
See,
it.
Tails.
He can crush his enemies with the spin attack, strike multiple times with the homing attack, go
But
zero
y'all
to
love
Sonic
Tails.
Boom instantly
He'll
with the
eat
super
Sonic.
peel out and
Y'all love Tails, yeah, he'll eat Sonic. Let me get off y'all. Let me get off you Tails fans. I mean, I'm not gonna hate. I'm not gonna hate.
Holy crap! I think this guy would just like vomit all the time.
He's also used a number of power-ups throughout his adventures, including elemental shields.
Yeah.
The Aqua Shield is especially useful as it grants him an incredibly high bouncing jump and protection against his greatest nemesis.
Robotnik?
No, water.
Seriously, Sonic, buddy, learn to swim already and save our ears from that nightmare music.
All right, I think just because they're pointing it out, I think they're gonna involve water in this battle for some reason. I'm just feeling it. So far, yeah, Sonic seems like he's at quite the disadvantage, to be
Blue
honest.
Hedgehog can also gain abilities from small alien beings called wisps.
Chaos
They can
Emeralds,
turn him
super
into
form.
a fireball, a yellow drill, a black hole.
If he has Chaos
a
Emeralds,
bunch
he
of
should be
stuff, really.
fine
Even a
against
demonic,
Mario.
hungry
And
hippo.
as long as he
But
can keep
before we
collecting
delve any
rings.
further, there is something vital which we need to discuss.
Uh-oh.
It's time to figure out Sonic's speed.
Oh boy, here we go.
While he has
Oh,
boasted
do
that
we
he's
have to
faster
know?
than light, Sonic has yet to prove this in canon without the aid of additional equipment or power-ups.
True.
Oh yeah, like when he connects to a trail of rings.
That's not the speed of light.
Take his bragging too seriously. He's still got some of that radical 90s attitude.
I'm out of here.
The highest
I'm outta
official
here.
description of Sonic's speed labels him as hypersonic, or somewhere between Mach 5 and Mach 10. This
Oh.
actually isn't too far-fetched. The game Sonic Unleashed records his speed, and he can reach a maximum around 3,000.
Alright, Game Theory already covered this.
SPD.
Sonic, he's got an STD. Sonic, it burns when he pees.
7,872 miles per hour. Over 10 times the speed of sound, and just over the official
Okay.
hypersonic description.
Okay.
So, is that it?
Well, it's possible, no, likely, that he's faster. In TV shows closely tied to the games, Sonic has dodged meteors, did this with a
True.
10,000 frame per second
The sidestep.
camera, and even outran lightning. All of which implies that he can move and react around 200 to 300 times the speed of sound.
How about that one?
That's
guy
kinda
who
wavy.
ran up to
Okay,
a Sonic
Sonic.
and Wisp? He said that thing's almost as fast as him, even without its laser mode.
That's right. The laser is a power it grants Sonic, not
I do
itself.
feel like it's all
Still,
talk.
wisps are incredibly fast.
But hey, Sonic
At
really
one
is
point,
fast.
A group of them flew from Earth's surface to a black hole in orbit in the 20 seconds Sonic and Tails were talking. By measuring the planet's curve here, we can find that the Wisp aliens must have been moving around Mach 200. As
Oh,
Sonic is
the
faster than them,
Wisps.
This supports his cartoon feats.
Why isn't that black hole
The
sucking up the
Wisps.
Earth?
We
That's
slept
what they
on the
do, right?
Wisps.
It's more like a pseudo-black hole fueled by hyper-go-on energy.
Yeah.
It all depends on the power-ups for each of these characters. Who's gonna have what? You know, that's what I'm trying to
No
figure out.
better. I swear you just made those words up.
Its presence near Sonic does emulate that of a singularity, and Sonic actually outran its pull for 30 seconds.
That's pretty good.
Due to chaotic accretion, black holes pull non-orbiting mass inward at 30% the speed of light. Sonic's clearly pushing his running speed to its limit here, or else the black hole wouldn't have pulled him in. With this in mind, it's
Ooh.
entirely possible that, without additional support, Sonic's maximum possible running speed must be around 200 million miles per hour.
That's still.
That's insane! The fastest man-made object in real life was the New Horizons space probe, which took off at more than 36,000 miles per hour.
It took 9 years for this probe to reach Pluto, but with Sonic's speed, he could make this same trip to Pluto in less than 24 hours.
Wow.
We're tracking
Oh my
speed. I've
goodness.
always wondered how fast I can chug a beer. Start the clock.
Why are you guys talking about?
Are you gonna start?
I'm already done.
Moving on. Even with this unbelievable speed, Sonic has far more power hidden up his sleeves.
He doesn't wear a shirt.
He can achieve the form of Super Sonic by absorbing an enormous amount
Yeah,
of
Super
positive
Sonic.
energy from the
Chaos
7
Emeralds.
legendary Chaos Emeralds.
Hopefully he has
In
access to
this
them.
mode, he can teleport large objects, survive planet-level explosions, launch energy attacks, and fly near the speed of light.
But guess what? This isn't even his final form.
After the emeralds receive
Hyper-
a boost from the
Hyper
Master
Sonic.
Emerald, Sonic could achieve his ultimate state of being. Hyper.
Hypersonic.
He's got all the abilities of Super Sonic, plus total invincibility, and a hyper flash that insta-kills everything around him.
Boom.
Oh, and he's
Boom.
definitely
I love
faster
it.
than light now.
Oh yeah.
Unfortunately, good things don't last forever. Without a steady
Yeah.
supply of rings, these super forms can't even stick around for a full minute.
That's how they messed up
Sonic has
Shadow
resisted
against
mind
Vegeta.
control from
Are
the
they gonna do it
Overmind,
like this with
survived
Sonic,
re-entry from
where
orbit,
he's
and launched
bodying
the
Mario,
Overmind
but he
would
just?
need more.
Are they gonna do this again, like where he's bodying Mario, but then he just out of nowhere runs out of time or rings, and then just Mario destroys him? Is that what's? I hope that's not how it goes down. I hope that's not how it
Of
ends.
TNT to
Really.
pull off. And while fighting his evil Robo-copy Metal Sonic, they shattered this enormous stalactite. Holy shit, just
Yeah.
look at the size of it.
By
Yeah.
comparing it to the buildings in this city and applying the density of granite, the most common rock in continental crust, we found that this stalactite must weigh almost 47 million tons, which means a break like this would need a force of almost 200 kilotons of TNT.
Damn, he's definitely got what it takes.
Mania
to save
Adventures,
the world from
hey!
a madman scientist, even if he is kind of a dick.
Well, Sonic may be a bit arrogant, and he's certainly a thrill seeker, but at his best, he's the definition of honest and heroic. He's used his powers to defeat Eggman time and time again, even against gigantic
I don't think he was that arrogant in the Adventure series. Just saying. He grew more arrogant as the games went on, but
death machines and cataclysmic events.
Those cute and cuddly forest critters can rest easy when Sonic's gotta go fast.
I'll show you.
unless you're playing EXE,
I'm in a class all my own. Time to put
Forces, Infinite. What happened to you, Infinite? We haven't seen you in a
All right,
while.
the combatants are set. Let's end this debate once and for all.
All right.
But first, all this talk of Eggman's got me hungry. For Blue Apron.
All right, we're gonna skip over this. Shout out to them. They're getting another money, but we're gonna skip over it.
Make this week, right?
All right.
Time for
All
a
right.
death battle.
It's time for a death battle. Okay. Okay. All right, Mario's he's Mario. Okay, this is a full animation. They used to use sprites back in the day. Mario's just chilling on the beach. Okay. Mario, my boy. They made a full anime. Sonic.
Hello, that's a mine.
Are they gonna beef over a chair?
Pal.
Uh oh. Oh shoot!
You asked for it, Tubby.
Uh oh. They're really fighting over a chair. All right, here it goes. Oh. All right. Sonic's. You're too slow. All right, Mario using his neutral special. He got a wisp. Sonic got a wisp. So it looks like they'll have like sporadic power-ups available to them. All right, the rocket. Wow. Dang. Dang. Cat bell. Oh! What was that? The fair? That was Mario's fair, kind of. Didn't hit the sweet spot, though. You didn't get that dunk. Oh, no! The cherry. Okay, he got a bubble. Oh, no. Water. That could play a factor later.
Break.
Shadow Clone Jutsu! Oh, no, Pop! Ouch! Ow! Ooh! You just oh! Dang! Uh-oh. Already. Hyper!
Show you.
He's already pulling out Hypersonic. And a star. Oh boy. He took him out. Yeah. It doesn't. Sonic, don't waste your energy. Come on, Mario. Mario got him. What is that? Oh, the wing cap. Oh, what is he about to? Uh-oh. I'm telling you, this water might play a role. Space. Sonic is used to being in outer space, but if they fall, it might be trouble for Sonic. Oh boy. Oh. Oh. Oh no. This isn't. This ain't it. This ain't it. Call Chief, cause this ain't it. Oh no, for Sonic, this ain't it. Sonic, you need to call Chief ASAP, cause water. Oh shoot. Oh shoot. Sonic just used the side B. Ouch. Ouch. Oh, he just hit him with the fair. Just dunked him in the water. Dang, that hurt.
Woohoo! I'm the winner.
Dang, Mario.
I know Nintendo won the console wars, but I really seem to remember Sonic having this one.
Mario hit him with the
Sonic could have won in
fair.
specific circumstances, but more times than not, Mario takes the victory.
Oh
Keep in mind, this
my
analysis was done with
goodness.
a focus on the games and their closely tied media, excluding alternate contrary sources like the Archie comic.
Low-key, I think this is like to make up for when Sonic won in like the death battle from like a few years back, but hey.
The Mario Brothers, where Mario and Sonic are essentially entirely different
He hit
characters.
him with the oh,
Sonic
with the
had speed in
oh.
the bag, obviously, but Mario was way too tough for him.
Their top strength feats paint
Oh
this
my
picture
goodness.
very clearly.
But I know what you're thinking. What good is Mario's strength if he couldn't even hit the blue blur? He's way too fast, right?
Well, he
Yes
got
and
him.
no. While Mario obviously couldn't match Sonic's relativistic top-running speeds, he's moved efficiently as a bolt of electricity and piloted the Star Diver. Based on our calculations, this puts him at the same level as Sonic's own reactionary feats. Since Mario
Ooh.
was tough enough to tank almost anything Sonic could throw at him, it was only a matter of time before he tagged the blue blur with a deadly blow.
Whoa, that's
But
wavy.
What about chaos control? Couldn't Sonic just stop
That's Shadow.
take care of things? What?
It's heavily implied he knows how to, but Sonic has never actually used the time stop ability in canon. Even then,
Nope.
Mario's stopwatch does the same thing, putting
Yeah.
them on equal footing.
Yeah.
Ah, don't do that. My wallet.
Actually, most of Mario.
He's pretty much answering all the comments that Sonic fans will
Mario
be
even had
putting
plenty of
in the
options
comment
for
section.
defending against Sonic's invincible
That's
super
true.
But
Mario's
also
really
had a
defensive.
much wider variety of power-ups, offering multiple ways to overpower Sonic. For example, he could have frozen Sonic solid,
Ah,
or even turned him into gold. His arsenal would always outlast Sonic's because he's been shown to carry more of them on his person.
That's true. That's true. That's true. And he has pockets too. Like where
Even
Sonic,
then,
where your
Mario's
pockets at?
durability
How are you
blew
gonna carry
Sonic's out
items?
of the water. Even
Yeah.
if we assume the 200
Yeah.
points on Stalactite feat was entirely Sonic's doing, Mario survived an explosion that was 12 times more powerful. Simply put, Sonic didn't have a lot of viable options that could take Mario down for good.
I
Nah.
always knew Sonic was.
That's just like in Smash Bros. He can really just rack up damage against opponents, but he doesn't really have that kill option. Wow. That's
impressive,
crazy.
But Mario is just ridiculous.
Mario is a
Sonic
A
was
stud!
obviously incredibly fast, but he couldn't compete with Mario's superior strength, durability, and varied arsenal.
wow.
Mario.
Mario.
100
Okay, that was
episodes, you
cringe,
still
but
can't think of a good pun.
No, but now they can see me. do
Wow.
this. Ah,
now Mario can sit in his chair.
The winner is Mario.
Mario. Wow. Oh, that was wavy, bro. Again, I didn't really, I did bet on Mario, which, hey, I won. Let's go, let's go, let's go. But that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. Still love you, Sonic. I noticed that there were 12,000 dislikes on the video. That's probably the Sonic fans. But yeah, you know, still a good fight regardless, and it was pretty well done. But anyways, that's gonna do it for this video. Thank you all for watching. I love you all so much. Be sure to follow me on Twitter as well as Instagram. Instagram is where I do a lot of behind the scenes stuff and interact with you all on my stories. So be sure to follow me on those platforms. And as for here, if you enjoyed the video and are new, be sure to leave a like and subscribe and turn on post notifications as well. And with that, I will see you all in the next one.